Good morning. Good morning to you. And this is a live stream that I've been wanting to do for a while. Wow, this is a wide camera. So, welcome to my studio. Welcome to DaVinci style. I just want to do a little introduction to you. And my name is DaVinci, and I wear many hats. I'm originally from Bulgaria. If you have heard my accent by now, if you have noticed it, I bet you have. And I work with the DaVinci spiral activation. This is my baby, my life put together. I have traveled around the world, have experiences that I wanted to find a meaning. Why, never stopping, never stopping to inquire, what is this life all about? My passion is visionary art and personal transformation. So I have many things for you to share. And yes, so it's a morning here in Miami, and I'm having my third coffee. And I wanted to do cards with you and talk about life and see what is gonna come out. So these are cards, 36 cards that long time ago I put together. All these tools I created for me to remind me when I'm lost to come back. I lose myself constantly, and then I find myself, and it's nothing wrong. And I have gathered a lot of tools, and this is the spiral, the DaVinci spiral activation. It's a powerful tool to bring me back home again and again and again. And when we lose ourselves, actually, we are traveling on this highway, and then there's a distraction. You go off the road. And when we go off the road, we go and find treasures, experience things, collect data. And then as we snap out and say, okay, I'm lost, let me find my way. Some people find their ways much faster, some people longer, but it doesn't matter. End of the day, it doesn't matter. What it matters, it's what is the quality of your experience? How do you feel about yourself? Playing this energy game. It's very entertaining. Could be very dramatic. Could be. So, these are my tools that I collect around the world, living on 4 continents, living with shaman initiated. Most of the New Age workshops, initiation. And I did it because I was drawn to this, nothing wrong. Now, from this point where I am, I'm laughing. I'm actually giggling at myself. Because when you come to a certain turn of your life, you look back and you say, wow, why did you need to go through these experiences? And there's always a meaning. There's always there's a reason why we do the things we do. This is what I dedicate myself, my life. So let's do the cards. These are little questions. The back, it's a painting that I did for the cards, and it's like a puzzle. You can put together the puzzle and play with this one way, and then you can pick a card a little message. And there's a card fell down. I'm going to read you. What part of myself have I given up on? Very interesting. This I made them 10 years ago. I started to build these cards for me, questions that I'm asking myself. These are the questions that I'm asking. This is from me to me, and I'm sharing them here with you. Locking up a part of ourselves, it's fragments of our totality. It's fragmented our wholeness and oneness. And there's much about to be said about this. Much to be said. When we lock apart, and I'm going to look at from one point, but there's another point. There's actually multidimensional point, many point to look one things. But the one things, it's one things. And this is the game of energy game, how we start to play with ourselves, because it's from us to us, from us to us. Parts, one part of me has been a mother, another part has been a wife, another part has been a lover, another part has been a friend. But these parts are all me, deciding to express myself in different ways. And it's a necessary journey, or not necessary journey, where we are realizing, discovering, unraveling the mysteries of who we are. And this is a guiding saying from Rumi, one of many favorite. In you, when are you gonna start that long journey to the self? When? I think this is, I've done only few live streams here. I'm gonna familiarize myself more and more. I have just upgraded my computers. And this is what we're doing. We are upgrading our operational system as human beings. After Corona, the Corona was the 5th step. And I work with this fascinating chart. It's personal. I do personal readings, activation, explanation, so you can put together yourself, to see yourself, your entirety of life. This is the blueprint of your soul. Everything that we experience, it's from us to us. It's I have tested it for many years. A lot of people have done their activation. It's many things. It's science, intuition, pieces that put together to experience your totality and wholeness. So on the collective spiral, and this is the collective reading, as humanity, as consciousness, as evolution, we are right now in the 6th. We just passed, we're in the 7th step. Seventh step of creation, where we went through the 5th. It's challenges and challenge. I'm This is the numerology part. It's a step. It's a process. It's how the plant, when you plant a seed, there's a stages. So we go through these stages. And somehow creation, us, that it's us, created this energy game for us to experience and play and put time and space and energy and matter into this structure with rules, principles, basics, foundations. And when we discover this, some people discover them through study. Some people discover them through experience. Other people discover them. There are many different ways to discover who we are. There are many, many roads on the mountains to climb the mountains. There are many ways to do this. This is only one way that can bring you more clarity about what you're doing here. Who are you? Where did we come from? Where are we now? And where we're going? And all many different ways and questions. So what part of myself I have given up? Maybe you can ask yourself this question and let me know what you think. Who have you abandoned? What have you abandoned? Or what have you locked? So what part of you? And this part, it's kind of this is just a step, a process, a door that you open and you walk into the door so you can find something. For entertainment or for other reason, or because you're fed up of what you've been doing with yourself, or just because you're drawn to this, you don't even need to explain. Only it resonates with you. And resonance means only one thing. So resonance means it's the same energy to resonate. Everything that I talk about, it's nothing that you don't know. Nothing. We already know everything. Because from the basic of one created a big boom, dispersed itself, created this energy game, and it's playing consciousness, playing the game of pretending it hurts itself, pretending, love itself, pretending it kills itself, and it's all pretension. It's a storm in a cup of coffee. So, good morning to my timeline here. Timeline, time zone. But it's always now, it's always here. When you see this, it's going to be always here and always now. So many things to talk about. And yet, it's the one things that we more and more gonna talk about it. So, what are we doing here? How are we spending our energy where our energy is? And energy is one of my very passionate topic. Energy. I have learned from the Hawaiian shamans. I studied them for 3 years. And what I have learned is there are 7 principles. Again, these are guiding lines. These are doors that you can open and use them to enter different reality. And one of these principles is the energy will always go where your attention is. If you put a problem here in front of your eyes, it completely covers your vision. You cannot see anything but the problem. And the more you look at the problem, the more you put your attention to it, the bigger it becomes. So what is that way? There's many ways, many ways. One of the ways to remove this from your vision, and there are ways to do this with hypnosis, NLP. I work with one-on-one, how to reinstall different programs, how to upgrade our body. There's no body yet. Our self, it's the highest technology. This is the most marvelous technology. And the technology that we're using right now, it's only mirroring. That's why it's growing, advancing. It mirrors us. But it's a mere shadow of what we are. A mere shadow of who we truly are. It's just a shadow. And shadow is not the real things. So wherever your energy, wherever your attention goes, the energy will follow and will feed whatever you are looking at, whatever you are, actually it's more, whatever you are thinking of will get bigger. And we all have experienced this many times in our life, to see that they're saying that, say, one bad thing, the bad things always come in three, because when something happened to us and we consider it bad, we go and start talk about it, explain it, go and dig it deeper and deeper and make it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, of course, until we're exhausted and we collapse this constraint, we collapse this bubble. And there's a relief. There's a relief. So I'm just doing a little introduction here. I have uploaded quite a few videos throughout the years here. But I want to hear from you. I would like to hear from you. I would like to discuss things that are very current for you. For me, I'm going to discuss things that are current for me, from my point of view, from where I'm sitting. And what I really like to bring from the point of the spiral. The spiral, it has many layers, many different ways to look at that. As a map, as a guide, as a stargate. With this map, we can collapse time and space. And I will be talking in the future more in details about this. And soon I'm going to start teaching for people to be able to generate and create this DaVinci spiral activation. It's fascinating, interesting, exciting, inspiring, and I'm looking forward to come here more. From my heart to your heart, and with ever spiraling love.